We are back from one of the first sailings of Celebrity Cruises' newest ship, Celebrity Ascent. While the ship is a close copy of Celebrity Beyond, Ascent does have some brand new features and amenities that we can't wait to share with you. So get ready as we cover every square inch of this new ship, including some exclusive behind-the-scenes footage you won't find anywhere else, with our Celebrity Ascent ship tour up next. Welcome aboard, cruisers. I'm Don B from Eat Sleep Cruise, where we help you plan the perfect cruise so you can see the world one port at a time. And let's dive right into the ship tour as we want to share all the dining, onboard activities, entertainment, and public spaces with you. So let's start at the very top of the ship with the features of Celebrity Ascent's Retreat. The Retreat is Celebrity Ascent's ship within a ship concept, similar to Norwegian's Haven or the Yacht Club on MSC Cruises. Here on these decks, there are several exclusive venues and amenities only available to those staying in suites. The Retreat has been elevated on Celebrity Ascent with an expanded 2-story sun deck and redesigned exclusive spaces. All the way forward on deck 17, the Retreat sun deck is 40% bigger than the first 2 ships in the class. This provides more open-air spaces with plenty of loungers and seating areas on both deck 17 and 16. Here, guests in the Retreat also have access to a private pool that faces towards the bow of the ship. There are also 2 hot tubs for additional relaxation. Just past the pool, you'll find the Retreat outdoor bar, which also has some additional seating. This bar serves the standard menu, and you can relax here while sipping your cocktail, or take it back to a lounger. Here, cruisers will find Lumine. Lumine at the Retreat is the exclusive restaurant for suite guests on Celebrity Cruises. This private restaurant has been moved to the front of the ship and now offers panoramic, floor-to-ceiling views for guests to enjoy during every meal. Lumine is open for breakfast, lunch on sea days, and dinner. The menu at Lumine does rotate and offers more upscale selections than the main dining rooms. As if that wasn't enough, cruisers staying in the Retreat also have access to a lounge, located on deck 15, which boasts an inviting new design and a new location with dramatic floor-to-ceiling views. There's also an exclusive concierge there to help you make arrangements throughout your cruise. There are over 200 Retreat suites on Celebrity Ascent, and those include penthouse suites, edge villas, iconic suites, and more. And we need to be completely honest here, we were lucky enough to stay in a Sky Suite during our cruise. We stayed in stateroom 10120, and we can attest the room was more spacious, more elegant, and more well appointed than other staterooms we've stayed on in the Edge class. And those even include Aqua class balcony cabins. We'll share more about the staterooms a little bit later in this video, but do also know that staying in a suite, so staying in the Retreat, comes with additional perks like priority services at check-in, disembarkation, and tendering, premium robes and slippers, upgraded bathroom amenities, and more. Following the Retreat, guests will encounter the outdoor spaces that are found on decks 14 through 16. Starting all the way forward on deck 14 is the Solarium. This is the adults-only area reserved for those 16 plus. The central pool is enclosed by a glass dome, meaning it's a pool day no matter the weather outside. The Solarium pool is surrounded by plenty of loungers for those looking for a relaxing sea day. Heading midship on deck 14, you'll find the heart of the outdoor areas, the resort pool. This stunning asymmetrical space boasts a 25-yard lap pool surrounded by terraced pool deck and new sunken seating areas. And while all Edge-class ships feature a similar styled resort deck, the one on Celebrity Ascent just feels more open. I feel like there are more loungers facing both the pool as well as the ocean, so cruisers can have their pick of views. While on the pool deck, you can't miss the signature art installation. And while this octopus might not be our favorite of these signature hallmarks of the Edge class, it is certainly Instagram worthy. Another enhancement made on Celebrity Beyond that has been carried over to Celebrity Ascent is the repositioning of the resort pool cabanas. Now the starboard side cabanas face the pool deck, and this makes them feel more inviting as opposed to the orientation on the previous Edge-class ships, with the cabanas facing the walkway. Now, while technically the Magic Carpet can be found on different decks throughout the day, we tended to spend the most time at this cantilevered multi-use space when it's parked poolside on either deck 14 or on deck 16. This starboard side floating deck offers some comfy furniture, a signature drink menu, and unaltered views. When parked poolside, this is a very popular spot to grab one of the signature drinks, a vanilla mojito. When on deck 5, later in the evening, the Magic Carpet becomes an extension of the restaurant Raw on 5, with cruisers able to dine literally on the edge of the ship. And when on deck 2, the Magic Carpet becomes part of the destination gateway. And the last of the outdoor spaces is the rooftop garden on deck 15, which has been enhanced and is now an even more tranquil space. With a reconfigured seating area and stage, there's more greenery, making this urban playscape one of our favorite areas on the ship and one of the most popular. The rooftop garden hosts a number of different activities and events throughout the cruise. It's home to live music, cruise staff-led activities, lawn games like ladder ball, as well as outdoor movies. And it's also home to the super popular pickleball at sea. Along with the redesign, the cruise line has added 2 cantilevered float pools off the starboard side of the ship. This tucked away pool space offers an alternative to the resort pool, coupled with more relaxed vibes and stunning ocean views. Finally, at the top of the ship, cruisers will find the spa and fitness center. Tucked away on deck 15 forward is the state-of-the-art fitness center that includes weight machines and cardio equipment. There's also plenty of free weights, a stretching area, and several dedicated spaces for fitness classes. Here you can also find an expanded circuit training studio for high-intensity group workouts, as well as a separate ride cycle class studio. Fitness classes on Celebrity Ascent are an upcharge unless you're staying in an Aqua class cabin. If you want to take your workout outdoors, you'll enjoy the dedicated multi-story jogging track. Rising from deck 15 up to deck 16, the jogging track on Celebrity Ascent is uniquely worked into the design of the pool deck. Whether you walk or run, most of the path is a dedicated space. And just so you know, it takes approximately 4.5 laps to equal 1 mile. Right below the fitness center is the heart of the spa area, and that's the Sea Thermal Suite. This thermal suite, located all the way forward on deck 14, features 8 distinct spaces. This area is complimentary for all Aqua class guests. However, other cruisers can buy thermal suite passes for the entire length of the cruise, or if you're lucky, check during your cruise and you might be able to get a port day pass. Experiences included in the Sea Thermal Suite are a traditional Turkish bath, a crystallarium, a salt room, a steam room, an infrared sauna room, float room, rainfall water therapy, and of course, one of our personal favorites, the heated stone loungers. Of course, Celebrity Ascent also features a spa, all your typical treatments from massages to facials, manicures, and pedicures. Within the spa, there's also the barber shop and the salon, offering typical salon services like shaves, cuts, colors, makeup sessions, and more. When it comes to dining, Celebrity Ascent offers 8 complimentary restaurants, 8 specialty restaurants, as well as some private restaurants like Lumine for those staying in specific stateroom categories. However, up on deck 14, the Ocean View Cafe, well, that's open to everybody. Now, this is your typical cruise ship buffet. And honestly, we think Celebrity Cruises has one of the best buffets in the industry. It has traditional favorites as well as global cuisine from around the world that changes daily. The buffet is open every morning for breakfast, usually somewhere between 6:30 a.m. to 10 a.m., with your typical selection of breakfast options. Usually lunch is served from noon to 2:30, with dinner running from about 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m., with pasta, pizza, and a salad bar open late night somewhere between 1 to 2 a.m. The Ocean View Cafe offers comfy indoor seating as well as al fresco dining that blends seamlessly with the newly designed 2-story sunset bar. Conveniently located inside the Ocean View Cafe, you'll also find a coffee shop as well as the Ocean View Bar, serving a smaller menu of beers, wines, and spirits for you to enjoy with your meal. Other pool bites are available at the Mass Grill. This outdoor casual eatery on Deck 14 is a great place to grab lunch or a midday snack while lounging poolside. Serving up burgers and fries with some other grill favorites, it's typically open from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. It offers some tables in the shade, or you can just grab a snack and head back to your lounge chair on the resort deck. Lastly, on Deck 14, all the way forward, is the Spa Cafe and Juice Bar located in the solarium. This grab-and-go dining alternative serves up healthier options for both breakfast and lunch. This venue features small plates and smoothies, and it's a perfect spot for a quick bite to eat while relaxing in the solarium or on the go. However, when it comes to quick service on Celebrity Ascent, one of our personal favorites is the Eden Cafe. Found only on Edge class ships, this casual and complimentary venue is open for breakfast and lunch. It's a nice change from the pace of the buffet. With some seating next door, or you could actually eat in Eden, there's also a limited al fresco seating in the Eden Cafe. For breakfast, the venue serves up breakfast sandwiches and delicious homemade cinnamon buns. For lunch, the venue has paninis, warm and cold sandwiches, and a few specialty salads, plus my personal go-to, the daily carved sandwiches. For lunch, Eden Cafe tends to only be open on sea days, usually from noon to about 1:30. Now, you might recall when talking about the retreat, we mentioned the exclusive restaurant Lumine open only for suite guests. On Deck 5, those staying in Aqua Class have their own private restaurant as well, Blue. This intimate space features elegant blue and white decor, alongside a menu with cleaner, healthier options. For those, again, staying in Aqua Class, Blue is open for breakfast every day and dinner. While the breakfast menu stays the same throughout the cruise, the dinner menu does change nightly, offering guests plenty of choices if they choose to dine here each evening. Not to mention, another insider tip, if you're staying in the Aqua Class and dining at Blue, cruisers can actually order off that evening's signature menu items that are found in the main dining room downstairs. So quite honestly, dining at Blue, you have the best of both worlds. Now, all the way down on Decks 4 and 3 are the 4 remaining complimentary restaurants that are open to all cruisers. With Celebrity Select Dining Anytime, cruisers have the option to dine at any and all of the 4 complimentary dining venues. Each of these restaurants features the same list of signature dishes that rotate nightly, as well as a list of classic dishes that remain the same throughout the cruise. Where these restaurants differ is the exclusive section of the menu. On the port side of Deck 4 is the Cosmopolitan restaurant. This is the most similar to the typical main dining room experience that you find on most other cruise ships. From the walk-through wine display at the entrance to the venue's warm decor, you'll feel right at home here. Cosmopolitan's exclusive menu includes items like oxtail, pan-seared black cod, and carrot cake. Typically, Cosmopolitan is also the restaurant that's open for daily breakfast. On the starboard side of Deck 4 is the Cyprus restaurant. This is the Greek-themed complimentary main dining room. The color palette here has been updated in this venue from the other Edge-class ships, with the decor offering nods to the sea and marine life. Representing the company's Greek heritage, the exclusive menu remains focused on seafood and other Mediterranean dishes like grilled octopus, lamb shank, and short ribs. All of these dining venues are open nightly from 5:30 to 9 p.m. Cruisers can make reservations pre-cruise or choose just to walk up whenever they're hungry. On previous Edge class sailings, we've done both options and have never waited long for a table. Down on deck 3 on the starboard side is Tuscan, the complimentary Italian restaurant on Celebrity Ascent. The venue is designed with influences from modern Italian fashion and film, with mostly black and white decor with pops of yellow. The exclusives menu here includes Tuscan shrimp soup, eggplant bruschetta, a Tuscan pork chop, and the famous carbonara. On the port side of deck 3, you'll find the fourth and final complimentary main dining room, Normandy. This French-inspired main dining room is influenced by summertime in Paris, featuring warm pink and red tones, ornate chandeliers, and large accent furniture. So the exclusive menu items here include dishes like baked brie, beef tenderloin, pan-seared duck, and more. Now, in addition to those complimentary restaurants, there are also several specialty restaurants that are an upcharge on Celebrity Ascent. Up on deck 15, you'll find the Rooftop Garden Grill. This alfresco specialty restaurant features some mouth-watering options fresh off the grill. Situated in the rooftop garden, you'll have fantastic views while you dig into classics like baby back ribs, roasted chicken, and other barbecue favorites. This alfresco restaurant offers a unique dining experience with some newly added wind protection. The venue is open most nights from 5:30 to 9 p.m. and select days for lunch. The on-board cover charge for dinner was $45, and the upcharge for lunch was $25. The remaining specialty restaurants on Celebrity Ascent can be found inside on decks 5 and 4. The aptly named Raw on 5 is an a la carte specialty restaurant featuring seafood favorites including sushi, mussels, the famous seafood platters, and other land meat sea options. Of course, you can't pass up some of the sushi here as well. With a fresh and open dining room concept that allow for some pretty amazing ocean views, you can enjoy lunch here on select sea days from around noon to 1:30, or enjoy dinner nightly from about 5:30 to 9 p.m. While we do think the main dining rooms are amazing on Celebrity Cruises, as is their buffet, I will have to admit that my favorite restaurant, and perhaps, in my opinion, the best steakhouse at sea, is the Fine Cut. Located portside on deck 5, the Fine Cut on Celebrity Ascent is just honestly a slice above other steakhouses. It offers succulent starters like lobster cocktail and regatta teriyaki. There are also several premium cuts of beef, like the filet mignon, that pair perfectly with gourmet sides like bacon mac and cheese and the truffle fries. With a sleek and sophisticated dining room that overlooks a grand plaza, this upcharge restaurant is well worth the cover charge of $65. Although, do know, while you can order essentially as many starters, desserts as you want, there is an additional $20 charge for extra entrees. Like the other specialty restaurants, the Fine Cut Steakhouse is open nightly from about 5:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. All the way aft on deck 5 is perhaps the most unique restaurant on Celebrity Edge class ships, the Eden restaurant. Technically, you need to go down a flight of stairs to get to the Eden restaurant, which is really hidden behind the main stage area on deck 5. Here, you will find an open kitchen and seating overlooking the wake that still has a warm and intimate feeling. The restaurant now offers both a 7-course tasting menu for $100, or you can choose your own appetizer, entree, and dessert from the menu for $60. Some of the tantalizing options include a GNC ceviche, pan-roasted carbonara shrimp, and fresh grouper. On Deck 4, you'll find a new addition to the specialty dining lineup on Celebrity Ascent. Perched just above the Grand Plaza is the new specialty restaurant, Le Voyage. This restaurant is in partnership with Chef Daniel Boulud, who's the cruise line's global culinary ambassador. As the name implies, travel is the inspiration for the menu, featuring a variety of global flavors. Now, originally, Celebrity Cruises announced there'd be some slight changes to the menu at this version of the restaurant when compared to the version on Celebrity Beyond. However, during our sailing, after speaking to executives, they indicated that the menu here is exactly the same. So, cruisers do have the option on Celebrity Ascent of going with a set 5-course prix-fixe meal for $125. Or you can choose your own appetizer, entree, and dessert for $75. Now, similar to other specialty restaurants, I was able to order a couple extra starters, but of course there's an additional charge for extra entrees. And if you really want to go all out, there's an additional wine pairing for $100 to go with that 5-course prix-fixe meal. On our previous Celebrity Beyond cruise, this restaurant was one of the highlights of our dining experience. Some of the popular dishes here include the tamarind and peanut crusted prawns and the Brazilian moqueca, as well as the lobster risotto. Midship on Deck 4 is Le Grand Bistro. Now, this venue actually doubles as 2 different restaurants. As the name would imply, this French-inspired eatery offers specialty dining for lunch with classic dishes like steak frites or baguette sandwiches. However, at night, the venue is transformed to Le Petit Chef, a digitally enhanced dining experience which includes a 4-course meal and a show. Le Petit Chef on Celebrity Ascent does have a different show and menu than the other Edge class ships. During our cruise on Celebrity Ascent, we dove into the Le Petit Chef's magical cookbook. Unfortunately, the show nor the menu items were a favorite of ours, but for us, the Le Petit Chef is always a fun dinner and show experience, and since it's something unique to Celebrity Cruises, we highly suggest you give it a go on one of your next sailings. Given the nature of the dinner and show experience, there are 2 set dining times, an early time at 5:30 p.m. and a late time at 8 p.m. And during our cruise, there was a flat fee cost of $60. Now note, there is a set menu that goes along with the actual show and digital projections. However, there is an alternative menu that you can order from, but it doesn't follow along with the show. And if you're like Heidi and I, you can mix and match. So you can actually get maybe the entree from the alternative menu, but get your starters from the standard menu or vice versa. Just make sure to speak to your server and let them know about any dietary restrictions or dietary needs you have. And what is a cruise ship without bars and lounges? And Celebrity Ascent offers a variety of different themed bars and lounges found both outdoors as well as inside. On the pool decks, up on Deck 16, there's a new addition that was added to Celebrity Beyond, and now is also found on Celebrity Ascent, the Masked Bar. This is actually a staple bar in other classes of Celebrity ships, but wasn't on the first 2 Edge class ships. But Celebrity Cruises listened to its customers, and they wanted more drinks. So cruisers can now find this outdoor bar on the starboard side of the Deck 16 sun deck. The main outdoor bar, however, on the resort deck is the pool bar. Visually, you can't miss this bright bar, as the art installation above is the focal point if you're looking towards the forward deck area. As the name would imply, this bar serves the pool bar menu with favorites like frozen daiquiris, select beer, wine, and zero-proof cocktails. We're big fans of the additional seating on the starboard side, as well as some of the new furniture and open deck space right in front of the bar. The one bar that got the biggest makeover on the newest Edge class ships is the Sunset Bar. It's perhaps one of the biggest enhancements of the entire ship. This bar is literally twice as big on Celebrity Ascent and Celebrity Beyond as it is on the first 2 Edge class ships. The Sunset Bar is located all the way aft on Deck 15, and is now a 2-story space that offers unobstructed views, a variety of seating, and a massive Moroccan-inspired bar. With plush covered sofas, as well as comfy tables and chairs to enjoy some drinks and good company, the Sunset Bar might become your new favorite hangout on this ship. Most days, the Sunset Bar will be open from 10 a.m. to midnight. Similar to Celebrity Beyond, on Deck 5, the cruise line added another bar, the World Class Bar. Midship on Deck 4, the World Class Bar is actually a popular venue on Celebrity's Solstice class ships, and it fits right in with this new Celebrity Ascent. It features a newly crafted drink menu with favorites like the Rosewater and American Pie cocktails. This Deck 5 midship establishment showcases fresh ingredients and the finest spirits for a sophisticated night out. Typically, the venue is open around 4 p.m. in the afternoon until late in the evening. For cruisers looking for something more exotic, the Eden Bar, Deck 5 aft, offers some of the most unique drinks at sea. This craft cocktail venue mixes up unique and adventurous libations that are just as tasty as they are photogenic. So, be sure to grab a drink while enjoying this signature nighttime productions here. While tasty, several beverages at this bar are above the allotment on the premium beverage package. Thus, you'll need to pay the difference plus gratuity if you order off the signature menu. While we are fans of several of the bars and lounges on Celebrity Ascent, our favorite might actually be Cafe Abbacchio. Located Deck 4 midship, right above the Grand Plaza, this is the go-to venue for Java lovers. As your coffee bar at sea, Cafe Abbacchio serves up signature espresso-based drinks, coffee-infused cocktails, and tasty sweet treats. Lattes and other specialty coffees and tea are included in both Celebrity beverage packages. Plus, all the pastries and snacks are complimentary, and they're changed throughout the day. Cafe Abbacchio features continental breakfast items in the morning to cakes and other bites later in the day. Typically, Cafe Abbacchio is open from about 6 to 6:30 a.m. in the morning to midnight, and it's the perfect spot to hang out and people watch day or night. Debuting on the second Edge class ship, Celebrity Apex, the Craft Social Bar can also be found on Celebrity Ascent. This casual lounge features a large selection of craft beers, along with wine and specialty cocktails. The menu also includes light bites like truffle fries, beef sliders, and chicken wings at a la carte prices. The Craft Social is the perfect place to gather with friends and perhaps catch a game on the large screen televisions. Now, the centerpiece of Celebrity Ascent is the 3-story Grand Plaza. This transformational space offers a different experience every time you visit. With more space, centralized bar, and cascading seating, the Grand Plaza is more inviting than ever before. Featuring lights that change from day to night and the very lively chandelier shows, alongside live music and great drinks from the Martini Bar on Deck 3, you'll find yourself spending a lot of time here. This larger and more centrally located Martini Bar is possibly the most happening bar on board Celebrity Ascent. It's filled with an energetic crowd and highly talented bartenders. The specialty martini list includes favorites like the Banana Foster and the very popular espresso martinis on tap. These drinks pair perfectly well with the craft mixology skills of the friendly bartenders here. To get from midship to aft on Deck 5, cruisers pass through the interactive art installation known as Aurora on Celebrity Ascent. This trippy hallway is as mystical as the remainder of this deck. With sculptures, light, and sound, this multi-sensory experience transports you to a whole new atmosphere. And it brings you to Eden. You can awaken all your senses in this breathtaking 3-story venue. Like its sister ships, Eden on Celebrity Ascent is a dynamic space that transforms throughout the day and your cruise. During the day, guests can enjoy the outward-facing views from a variety of seating options on Decks 5 and 6, participate in activities like arts and crafts, or take in some easy listening music. In the evenings, cruisers are treated to interactive experiences unlike anything else at sea. During a typical 7-night cruise, Eden features 3 productions. 2 are brand new to Celebrity Ascent, with the fan favorite Dreams also being performed on the ship. During our cruise, we got to experience Shimmerbox. In this production, a dedicated cast of vocalists, dancers, and circus performers invited cruisers to get down with pop hits ranging from the 1970s to today. With the 3rd production, Allure, taking cruisers on an artistic journey with upbeat music. On the other end of the ship, on decks 4 and 5, you will find Celebrity Ascent's Theater. This theater has a circular stage and a thoughtful design and function, affording uninhibited views of the 180-degree stage and screens. The theater on Celebrity Ascent introduces all new production shows that are exclusive to the ship. During our time on board, we got an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the impressive inner workings of this technologically enhanced theater. With 20-foot tall 4K LED screens that curve around the stage and integrate with new floor projection technology, which brings the productions on Celebrity Ascent to the next level. During our cruise, we were able to watch 2 of the 3 signature productions. In the show Bridges, famous bridges throughout the world serve as a backdrop and inspiration for the music setlist of the show. According to the show's producer, the main theme of the production showcases the various connections individuals make throughout their lives. While we enjoyed both shows, the second show, Awaken, was our clear favorite. This spectacle transports viewers into a realm where anything is possible. This performance utilized the technological elements of the theater to its fullest and incorporated more dynamic physical elements and acrobatics, making it an engrossing and compelling look at the power of dreams. Not far from the theater is the Club. This 2-deck multi-purpose lounge is open day and night. During the day, the club hosts a variety of activities, including trivia and game shows like Deal or No Deal, as well as escape room challenges. In the evening, this venue comes alive with music and signature entertainment. Brand new to Celebrity Ascent are the Game On augmented reality experiences that happen in the club. These retro-style games, which are digitally mapped onto the dance floor, mean that cruisers become the controllers and the avatars. Along with a healthy dose of nostalgia, these new games are a lot of fun, whether you're competing against one another or working together to earn points. The club also features exclusive live concert-style experiences focusing on jazz, funk, and disco music. Additionally, the same Eden cast of performers takes to the stage at the club for another brand new show, Smoke and Ivories. This approximately 45-minute show transports cruisers to a Hollywood club at the golden age of cinema. This intimate space does not have the most ideal sightlines for a show. Still, the 2-story venue comes alive during this high-energy performance, complete with vocals, dance, tap, and aerial acts. Another brand new element found on Celebrity Ascent is the Annex. You might almost miss the space, which is found on Deck 5, portside, right near the theater. It's another technologically enhanced space. While the cruise line is still flushing out the details, this private room can be rented out for parties of up to 15 individuals. For 2.5 hours, cruisers can enjoy a selection of small bites from the craft social, along with several entertainment offerings. There's a state-of-the-art karaoke system with intelligent microphones that can improve anybody's singing ability. There's also interactive sports simulators with games including golf, baseball, football, and even cornhole or beer pong. Or groups can rent the room to watch a live sporting event or enjoy a private movie night with extended family to celebrate a special occasion. Of course, Celebrity Ascent also has a casino. Located midship on the port side of Deck 4, near the craft social, we would say the casino was an adequate size given the capacity of the ship. One thing we like about Celebrity Cruises is that there's no smoking allowed in the casino. Like most cruise ships' casinos, there was a mix of slot machines and table games. Like any cruise ship, the casino is only open when the ship is at sea and closed when docked at a port of call. There are 1,642 staterooms on Celebrity Ascent, and no, we did not visit all of them. However, we did stay in a Sky Suite, stateroom 10120. This 319 square foot stateroom includes a 79-foot veranda. Yes, a real balcony, not an infinite veranda like most cabins on the ship. This starboard side cabin was located right next to the forward elevators. Immediately upon entering the room, the oversized bathroom was to the left, with the bed facing out toward the balcony. Honestly, it's hard not to fall in love with this room. These upgraded suites come with extra space, a true balcony, and a full bathroom larger than many hotels on land. Inside the stateroom, there's a love seat and coffee table positioned to the left near the balcony. Across the way are the desk and armoire on the right side of the room, with plenty of counter space, drawers for storage, the mini fridge, and a charging station. What more could you want? There is a bit more closet space when compared to a traditional cruise ship cabin as well, with one full closet including a bar and hangers, and one smaller closet with shelves, more drawers, and the safe. When it comes to the bathroom, this upgraded space features a soaking tub with a rainfall shower and jets, a vanity with double sinks, and a separate makeup desk. Premium bath products and plenty of room made getting ready each day effortless. Not to mention the king-size bed and Celebrity Exhale bedding and cashmere mattress provide a wonderful night's sleep. While there are adequate USB and power outlets on the desk, only one side of the bed has power connections for devices. As you head towards the atrium on Deck 4, there are several service areas. Aft on Deck 4, in the interior, you will find the Future Cruise Planner's desk. Here, guests can take advantage of onboard deals and promotions to book their next Celebrity Cruises vacation. Operating times do vary, and this desk tends to be closed when docked at a port of call. Across the way from the cruise planners on Deck 4 is the Shore Excursions desk. With several touchscreen kiosks, cruisers can review tour options and excursions for upcoming ports of call. Staff members are available select hours to answer questions or to help individuals with pre-booked tours who might have issues or need to make changes. Beyond the Shore Excursion kiosk, heading towards the center of the ship, you'll find the newly combined photo gallery and eye lounge. Here, cruisers can review all their onboard photos at the digital touchscreens. Like many contemporary and premium cruise lines, yes, on Celebrity Ascent, you'll find photographers throughout the ship snapping photos of your cruise vacation. Also, this is a place you'll want to go if you have questions about the internet while on board. Or if you need to purchase some digital accessories, you will find a selection of Apple products and other cords and digital hardware available here to purchase. If you have an issue or a question at any time, head to Deck 3 Midship, where you're going to find the Guest Relations, Captain's Club, and the Concierge desk. Guest Relations is open 24 hours a day and is staffed with helpful crew that can answer any questions you have or resolve any issues that might pop up during your voyage. The more casual hotel lobby-like feel of this area on Celebrity Ascent gives the space a warm, inviting charm. If you have questions about your Captain's Club membership, which is the Celebrity Cruises loyalty program, there is a desk here too, open select hours where you can talk to a representative. Down on Deck 2, you'll find the Destination Gateway, which we alluded to earlier in this video. This area is a modern, multi-purpose space that transforms from a luxury embarkation station into an intimate setting for destination enrichment talks and additional programming. When docked, those wishing to go ashore are able to easily exit the ship from this open and well laid out space. When tendering is required to go ashore, the magic carpet becomes an extension of Destination Gateway and serves as the launching platform to ferry cruisers ashore. While Celebrity Cruises may not be family focused, the cruise line is definitely family friendly, with a few youth areas dedicated for those under 18. Camp at Sea is Celebrity Cruises' youth program, found on Deck 3 forward, and can only be accessed by the forward elevators and staircase. This program offers some 500 activities all supervised by youth staff and organized based on age groups. Shipmates is for kids aged 3 to 5 years old, while cadets are for those aged 6 to 9 years old. Cadets can also participate in activities throughout the various venues, including the lawn club games, campouts, and movie night. Older kids aged 10 to 12 are known as captains and can enjoy even more freedom while on board while participating in scavenger hunts and various sports and gaming tournaments with kids their own age. Activities at Camp at Sea include art classes, games and challenges, and even the cruise line STEM at Sea program, which engages, entertains, and informs kids on varying topics such as marine wildlife and conservation. On the other end of the ship, only accessible by using the aft stairwell, you'll find the basement on Deck 2. This is the teens only area for those 13 to 17 years old. Here, teens can hang out at a space designed exclusively for young adults where they can socialize and participate in teen-focused activities and events. These can include sports competitions, silent disco parties, and video game tournaments. Youth activity staff are on hand to supervise teens and lead group activities. If you have some onboard credit to spend or like to go shopping, you have several retail options on Celebrity Ascent. Starting forward on Deck 5 and walking toward the middle of the ship, you'll find the art gallery on the starboard side. While we do like the new design of this area compared to the other Edge ships, we suggest you admire the art and just continue walking. On the other end of Deck 5, you can find high-end watches and jewelry on sale from brands like Cartier or Bulgari, or continue all the way aft to Mankind. Right near Eden, this replaces the Tiffany's boutique store and offers upscale clothing, jewelry and watches, luggage, and other accessories geared toward men. New on Celebrity Beyond and returning on Celebrity Ascent is La Maison du Chocolat. This is a small gourmet chocolate shop. Celebrity Beyond and now Celebrity Ascent are the only two cruise ships in the world to have this luxury Parisian boutique chocolate shop. Here you can find the brand's signature gift boxes along with select chocolate bars for sale. Deck 4 is also home to more celebrity shops. Right near the theater, there are a variety of shops where you can make duty-free purchases at Spirited, get a new wardrobe at Resort Wear, or buy your Celebrity Cruises and Celebrity Ascent branded merchandise at the X Collection, as well as browse some souvenirs and gifts at the local edition, and purchase makeup and accessories at Attraction. There are more shopping opportunities on Celebrity Ascent further aft on Deck 4 across from the casino. Here you can find an Effie jewelry store, as well as Time Is Now, selling luxury and brand name watches. And now that you explored everything on Celebrity Ascent, I'm sure you want to book a cruise on this brand new Celebrity Cruises ship. But before you do, you might have some questions about the brand. So don't worry, we have you covered. Right here on YouTube, we have our complete look of what's included in Celebrity Cruises, plus what will cost you extra. In that video, we detail all of the amenities, dining, and inclusions that come with your cruise fare, plus all the hidden costs the cruise line doesn't tell you about up front. That way, you know the true cost of the cruise and don't return home from your trip with sticker shock.